This girl ran into something weird in the lake of a mysterious planet. The lake is freezing at a terrifying speed, and before she could escape, she was completely frozen, trapped in solid ice like a human specimen. Hearing her daughter's helpless cries, the mother tried to calm her down. Her suit would keep her warm, and she still had at least 5 hours of oxygen left. They promised to get her out as soon as possible. With no tools available, so the father slashes at the ice hardly with his knife. John was collecting water when he noticed a white glow coming from a distant iceberg. He paused, puzzled, then it seemed to click. He told his dad he thought the white flame was caused by coal. The crash must have split open a coal seam inside the mountain. The coal came into contact with the air and burned fiercely. Dad suddenly stopped what he was doing, because that kind of heat could melt the ice much faster. Time was critical, so he and John set out immediately. They carefully made their way across the endless glacier. The ice is unstable, and the next step could be a false step. After a long trek, they finally got close to their goal, a glacier cave. The father pulled out his knife and carefully scraped coal dust from the cave walls. After collecting enough, he was just about to leave with John, when suddenly, Will screamed. The ice beneath him collapsed and slid straight down to the bottom of the iceberg. Looking down into the cavern with no bottom, the father screamed and screamed, but Will kept sliding until he finally came to a stop. Will tried calling out to his father, but the radio had no signal. He had no choice but to start walking toward the exit. Then he saw it, a breathtaking valley so surreal it left him stunned. His radio suddenly came back online. Looking up at the massive glacier above, Will said there was no way he could climb back up. His father frustratedly told him his sister's situation was more urgent. He'd go back to save her first. Then he would be right back to rescue him. Will was so terrified he curled up in the edge of a tree, but said he understood. He just hoped his dad wouldn't take too long. After the father left, Will noticed glowing sparks floating through the air, following them deep into the forest. He eventually reached a cliff and saw the planet's landscape open up into something even more incredible. The sparks grew thicker and eventually led him to their source, a wrecked spaceship but clearly not human. It was badly damaged. Will approached with a camera to investigate. Suddenly he heard a noise in the distance, and he sees that it's an alien creature. Will ran away immediately. In total panic, he scrambled up a tall tree. The alien reached the base of the tree.
How can you see me?
Seeing the alien creature tries to climb the tree, but thankfully it didn't make it far. Will, still shaking with fear, slowly backed away, totally unaware of the creature behind him. The creature reached out and suddenly swiped straight at him.